Hello, everyone. This is Pete Swartz from Lancaster, Ohio again, and wanted to let you know I just went through a battle of 5 or 6 days of extreme sickness. My office right back here, they hit me in the head with a military grade uh, radiation, and for about 30 seconds, and that's all it took. And I was puking sick, and I went to 2 different hospitals right here in Fairfield County in Lancaster. I went to that hospital, went to the emergency room, and my friend Dave took me. And I got in there, and they asked me what the problem was, and I said, "Look, I was hit in the head with radiation, military grade radiation." And they said, "Well, who did?" I said, "I don't know who." I said, "I know who. I don't know names." But within 2 minutes, there was a police officer on each side of me, 2 of them, because I'm like, what are these cops here for? They just need to make sure nothing gets aroused. For what reason? I'll tell you why. Because when you go to the hospital, you say you're sick, you're ready to throw up, and it's radiation poisoning. Well, because that program is coming out. It's going to be called like a slow kill program, and a lot of people are going to be getting killed by radiation. It's a slow kill, maybe 5 years, and it just deteriorates your insides and everything, but they won't be able to tell what's going on. They won't know what it is or anything, but it's radiation. And even with these cell towers, they put off radiation. They got those big anyway, it's not good. So I got really pissed off. I left the Fairfield Hospital. I had my sister take me down to Zanesville Hospital. It's a private hospital. And so when I was there, I talked to the nurse. I told her what happened. And when the doctor walked in, he would not even look at me. He looked at my sister and directed her. He said, "What's going on?" I said, whoa, it's me, not her. He goes, "I don't want to talk to you. You're delusional." Just like that. And because they are prepared for when it does come, you're not going to get any help from the hospital. They're going to help kill you. I can tell you that right now for a fact. So I got up out of there, and I told him a couple of good words, and I threw something at him. I wanted to punch him right in the mouth. So I had to suffer on my own for 5 or 6 days with radiation poisoning. And I got a Geiger counter, and it shows on the Geiger counter that I got radiation coming out of my head. And I told them that they didn't want to hear it because they're already prepped for what's coming. So, and that was last week. And these people are doing everything they can, and I'll tell you who the people are. The Air Force Base in Cincinnati, Ohio, because I'm in what they call a targeted individual. The government has a program. If you are deemed irredeemable, if you're labeled irredeemable, you're put into as a targeted individual, and they get to practice on you, and they use you like a lab rat and whatever they want to use you for, and take all your money and whatever. But when I was in China for 7 years, my wife, who's still in China, hadn't come back yet because they threatened her life. The same people, they got paid $1 million to send her back to China. The man in China, the perfect product. He owns perfect products all over the world, and he owns big places in China, United States, and Malaysia, and they're all over the place. He's a billionaire 3 times or 4 times over. When I was in China, I went down and got some videos, DVDs from a mall in China. I did not know at the time that mall belonged to him, my wife's ex. So he had already threatened me that I was going to lose everything I had, and everything that happened to me would be worse than anything that I could ever imagine. Well, why that is because you get labeled as a targeted individual. They do all kinds of stuff to you, and he planned on putting me in prison for pedophilia. When you go to get arrested for that, the arresting party are usually private contractors, and they will target you and film you and put stuff on your phone, put your stuff on your computer than arrest you for pedophilia. I've never touched a child, would never touch a child. I would cut my hands off and blow my brains out for anything like that. It makes me sick. But the guy in China, when I was there, when I went to his mall and bought that CD, the cover showed one thing. I got home, it was nothing but, in China, it was child porn. I immediately got rid of it. And because they were setting me up for that. And also in China, they stole my products and the vape pen. I made the vape pen in China. He called the UK and called the NSA to investigate me, and that sucker paid the NSA a lot of money to expedite things, to get things started. Well, the NSA, the guy that was their specialty for the NSA, his name was John. He did 3 years in prison for raping a 7-year-old boy. Well, and so the NSA's theory is it takes a pedophile to catch a pedophile. So they was on this big pedophile hunt with their special team they had put together. And they got paid a lot of money to put me in the targeted program so they could all do this. I've been fighting them for going on 11 years. And I have a basket of phones. Some of them over $10,000 worth of phones. I had to throw away in this basket because as soon as they download kid porn, everything on my phone, on my computers, they constantly do that, and they're going to try and take my home from me, which is paid for, and it's a nice home, and they're going to try and take that. My wife's in China now. They got $1 million from the guy in China to separate us. We talk every day. We still love each other. And she's coming back here one way or another. Or I'll sell everything and move to China and live with her. Because she's my wife and I love her with all my heart. So, those people are the ones that hit me in the head last week with the radiation. They go into your head and they steal everything that's in there. They download your brain like a computer, and then they can watch it like a video. They can go back and forth, and look and see what I've been working on, what products. After the vape pen thing, it went all crazy. I had people paying them a lot of money just to go inside my head and look. I guess there's more in there than any person they've ever looked at, because that's all I've ever done my whole life was invent new products and do a lot of stuff. That's what I like doing. So I have to tell my story because these people will not stop doing this to me because they're trying to delete my memory so I cannot defend myself when they bring more charges against me, all fake, of course. I was using the bathroom one day, I was urinating, and I heard him say, with the tubes in my ears, I heard him say, take pictures of everything you got, and whatever, I'm using the bathroom, and they want pictures, close up, doesn't matter, because he said it doesn't matter what pictures you got, we can turn those into anything, which they can, because AI, that's what they do. AI can make any picture of anybody doing anything they want, and that's how good they are. So I've been fighting all that, and I have to get this to stop, or I don't know, I just can't take it anymore. I need to get a hold of President Trump's White House team. I don't know. Nobody. I've done everything under the sun that I know how to do to protect myself, and I won't let them. I sleep with all this stuff on my head. I put another layer of lead inside this hat, and it's very heavy. So it was the NSA. The NSA is divided up. There's a good NSA and there's a bad. What it is, the NSA used to be considered the best organization in America that was family orientated. Well, a lot of it now is Satanist and demonic, and there's a divide in the NSA with Christians, good Christian people, and the Satanist demonic people. And of course, I have to have the team with the demonic Satanist people in it, and they torture me day and night. So this is real stuff. And folks, I'm going to tell you something. I'm just being practiced on for what's coming. Everybody's going to get this stuff. Every single person in this country is going to get this stuff. And they can go in your head, take whatever you want. They make you sick. The nanos in the body. And they can destroy the insides of your body with nanos. I called the FBI because Donald Trump is in danger. These people keep saying he's got a year to live, and the prophecy, the new prophecy is coming out. He's got a year to live. Well, that's because they made the prophecies, and they're the ones that can kill him. And I called the FBI and told them that. They didn't do anything about it. I don't understand it. So they can give anybody a brain aneurysm from the They got millions and millions in everybody's body, and they control them with a little device, make them into make something big, something little, put them anywhere in your body, and they can cut, saw, chop, give you a brain aneurysm, and they can do that from a distance. And nobody knows who it is or how it was done. So Donald Trump, the president of the United States, I believe is the best president we have ever had. We got to protect him. And I designed some stuff where I can stop the nanos, and they didn't think that it was possible, but I made it, and I do protect myself, my body, my shoulders, stop me from going to the gym. But I wear this, keep from getting the brain aneurysm also. But we need to get this to the White House. White House, Donald Trump's security team does not have anything on security for being hit with nanos in the body from a distance away with the dark energy that's all around us now. So that I'm saying that all this, a bunch of stuff on this, because I need something as my signature type, saying all the stuff that I've done and that they've done to me, because they're going to will not stop until I've got something out there telling everything they did. So they got paid by the guy in China to expedite my case. That was fake. They sent me, put child porn in a case that had a different cover on it, and it was all waiting for me. And that was in China, and I stayed away from them this whole time. But when I got here, my entire marriage to my wife has been a shambles. We've been married now going on 11 years, and it is pathetic what we had to go through, and my wife had to go through, and the stuff they've done to her, the stuff they've done to me. So I need somebody's help. Whoever you know, I don't care who it is, a congressman, a governor, whoever has any type of pull that can get me something with the White House. This is real stuff, folks. This ain't nothing to joke about. And they want me dead. And that slow kill program comes out next year, and I'm supposed to be dead before it comes out. So now they're gearing up everything, trying to make it faster and hit me with more stuff. And they can't do it. It's only because I feel that I'm protected by the right hand of God. So there was a lot of information in this. I went really fast because they're hitting me in the head as I speak. And I need to, it's really, really hurting me right now. So with that, these people still keep trying, and the NSA needs the result. I believe the NSA with the Christians have to separate from the other ones, divide, and they need to make their own entity where everyone's a Christian in their organization and do something different than what the other side's doing. So with that, folks, I got to go because I got a bad headache right now. See ya.